Good evening, everyone. I will call the Wednesday, October 27th, regular session meeting to order. I'll call the meeting to order at 5:20. We're running just a couple minutes late. Would you all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Zerlo, would you please conduct the roll?
Mr. Castine.
Present.
Mr. Hall.
Here.
Mr. Henry.
Here.
Mr. Hughes.
Here.
Mr. Kretzer. Here. Perrier.
Here.
Mr. Potter.
Here.
Mr. Timmons.
Here.
Ms. Waldron.
Here.
Okay. All legislators have received a copy of the stenographer's minutes of the October 13th, 2021 regular session. If there are no additions, deletions, or corrections, I will entertain a motion to accept the minutes as presented. Motion by Legislator Hall, second by Legislator Hughes. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Tonight, we have a public hearing on local law number 3 of 2021, titled Amending Local Law number 5 of the year 1995, titled Repealing Local Law number 2 of 1978, filling vacancies on the Board of Legislators and providing for filling vacancies. I'd like to ask the clerk of the board to read the notice of public hearing, please.
Certainly. Notice is hereby given that the Board of Legislators will conduct a public hearing regarding local law number 3 of 2021 titled Amending Local Law number 5 of the year 1995 titled Repealing Local Law number 2 of 1978, filling vacancies on the Board of Legislators and providing for filling vacancies. This will be held Wednesday, October 27, 2021 at 5:15 p.m. in the Legislative Chambers, 137 Market Street, Plattsburgh, New York, at which time all persons interested shall be heard.
Thank you very much, sir. I will entertain a motion to open the public hearing. Motion by Legislator Castine, second by Legislator Perrier. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Is there anyone that wishes to speak to the board regarding this matter? Anyone at all wishes to speak to the board on this matter before us at the public hearing? Last time. Anyone at all? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion to close the public hearing. A motion by Legislator Hall, again second by Legislator Perrier. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. I will now recognize anyone in the audience who wishes to share their thoughts and concerns with the legislature. Please raise your hand. I don't see anybody. Anyone know of anyone? No one to speak before the board tonight. We'll now go to the committee reports. I will call the chairperson of each committee in alphabetical order by committee, starting with Buildings and Grounds and Legislative Timmons.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the Buildings and Grounds Committee has not met since the last regular session. James Cleveland, the Buildings and Grounds Superintendent, reported all rubber roofing installation and new roof trimmings have been installed for the roof replacement project. The next step in the process is to raise the curbs around the equipment and finish the penthouse area over the stairwell. He noted there has been a slight delay in completion of the project due to the recent amount of rain. The next Buildings and Grounds Committee is tentatively scheduled for Monday, November 8th at 4:30 p.m.
Thank you, sir. Children and Family Services and Legislator Potter.
Thank you, Chairman. The Children and Family Services Committee has not met since the last regular session. The next Children and Family Services Committee is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, November 9th at 5:15 p.m. End of report.
Thank you very much. Economic Development and County Operations with Legislator Walter.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the Economic Development and County Operations Committee has not met since the last regular session. The next Economic Development and County Operations Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, November 10th at 4 p.m.
Thank you. Finance Committee, Legislator Timmons.
Yes, the Finance Committee has not met since the last regular session. The next Finance Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, November 3rd at 5:15 p.m.
Thank you. Health and Legislator Hughes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Health Committee has not met since the last regular session. I have a brief COVID-19 report from Mr. Canosa. Currently, as of 10/26, there's 166 active cases in isolation and 423 individuals in quarantine. They continue doing their vaccination pod at Clinton Community College. Their testing since July 26, 2021, the Clinton County Health Department staff have provided free COVID-19 testing to those county with specific needs, including no insurance, no medical care, or no medical care provider. Lately, the health department has provided COVID-19 testing for 3 to 5 patrons in each testing day during the week, specifically Monday. School testing has been Clinton County Health Department staff continue to work with their partner CVES to complete school testing, and that's going very well. End of report. The next Health Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, November 3rd at 4:15. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Human Services, Legislator Perry.
Human Services Committee has not met since the last regular session. Next Human Services Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, November 9th at 4:15. End of report.
Thank you. Personnel, the Personnel Committee has not met since the last regular session. The next Personnel Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Monday, November 1st at 4 p.m. Plattsburgh International Airport and Legislator Hall.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, Plattsburgh International Airport Committee met earlier. Chris Craig, the airport director, was present to discuss tenant update, the border reopening, and installation of the carry-on belt on the jet bridge on gate number 4, and several resolutions, including authorizing various contracts for the year 2022. Also present was a representative from Affleck Corporation to provide an update. Jeff Switzer, CEO of Tailwinds LLC, was also present to discuss the amendment to the restaurant lease agreement. And resolutions 778 through 789 have been placed on the agenda as a result of the committee's recommendation. The next Plattsburgh International Airport Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, November 17th at 4 p.m. End of report.
Thank you. Public Safety Committee, Legislator Caston.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the Public Safety Committee has not met since the last regular session. The next Public Safety Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Monday, November 1st at 5 p.m. End of report.
Thank you. And Transportation, Legislator Kretzer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Transportation Committee met on Monday, October 18th. Carl Weiss, the Highway Superintendent, was present to discuss several resolutions, including requesting naming New York State Bridge in the town of Plattsburgh after former New York State Trooper Brian S. Ball. Dr. Jerome Davis was also present to discuss Bridge the Gap. Resolutions number 790 through 793 have been placed on the agenda as a result of the committee's recommendation, and the next Transportation Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Monday, November 8th at 5:15 p.m., and that's the end of the report.
Liaison reports. Chamber of Commerce, Legislator Potiker.
No report.
Clinton Community College, I actually today, just real quickly, Clinton Community College and SUNY Plattsburgh signed an agreement on the transfer of students from Clinton Community College, making it smoother, easier to transfer credits, to move from Clinton Community College to SUNY Plattsburgh, if that's what a student wants to do. The transfer of credits will be seamless. That will cost folks less. And they signed that agreement today.
It's actually
Mr. Zerlo was with us.
a dual enrollment, so if a young man or woman applies to Clinton Community College in high school and they complete the requirements to get their associate's degree, they're automatically enrolled in Plattsburgh State without new application process or application fee. In addition to that, there will be an overlap of services in the second year at Clinton Community College such that they will feel part of the Plattsburgh State community and allow for a very smooth transition, which should benefit both institutions. It should benefit our enrollment, and it also certainly will benefit Plattsburgh State. So all in all, very positive, 9 negative.
All the way around. Cooperative Extension, Legislator Tibbetts.
We are still looking for somebody to fill the director's position, so again, anybody that knows anybody that may have that credentials, please reach out.
There's nothing. Intercounty, Legislator Walter.
Unfortunately, it was Tuesday and I was unable to attend due to a last minute staff shortage. So it was in Essex County at Mountain and Hovenberg, so I'm hoping to get the minutes and I can report back when I get those.
LC&LG, Legislator Stretzer and/or Hughes.
No report.
Soil and Water, Legislator Perrier and Timmons.
No report.
Nothing. Workforce Development Board, Legislator Cresser.
No report.
Do staff members have any reports? Ms. Governor?
No report.
Nothing. Mr. Zerlo?
The only report I have, Chairman, is that we're not going to require an executive session this year.
You're the best. I gave mine regarding the resolution, regarding the meeting today we had with the City of Plattsburgh and Clinton Community College. And we will move on to the resolutions. Before voting on the resolutions, I want to note that a majority of the resolutions have been thoroughly discussed by the appropriate committees, and the legislature is taking action tonight based in large part on the recommendation of those committees. Mr. Zerlo, would you please read the resolutions to be acted upon?
Certainly. Resolution 776, adopting local law number 3 of 2021 titled, amending local law number 5 of the year 1995 titled, repealing local law number 2 of 1978, filling vacancies on the Board of Legislators and providing for filling vacancies. Legislature.
Motion by Legislator Hall, second by Legislator Timmons. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 777, approving reappointment to the Saranac River Trail Greenway Incorporated Board of Directors. Legislature.
5-4. Any discussion on this? All in favor, anyone? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you.
Resolution 778, authorizing lease agreement with Aviation Technical Support LLC, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, Legislator Hall, second, Legislator Popper. Any discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Perrier?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Resolution 779, authorizing contract amendment with Heritage Crystal Clean LLC, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, Legislator Hall, second, Legislator Hughes. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Perrier?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 780, authorizing lease agreement with Adirondack Salt and Sand LLC, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, Legislator Hall, second, Legislator Timmons. Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I make a
Mr. Perrier asked to abstain. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
One abstention, Mr. Perrier.
Carried.
Resolution 781, authorizing contract extension with Intellimodus LLC, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, Legislator Hall, second, Legislator Potiker. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Perrier?
yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 782, authorizing various contracts for the year 2022, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, Legislator Hall, second, Legislator Timmons. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Perrier?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 783, authorizing supplemental lease agreement number 12 with the United States of America General Services Administration, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, Legislator Hall, second, Legislator Hughes. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Perrier?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 784, authorizing contract with CNS Engineers Incorporated for fixed base operator building vapor intrusion assessment, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, Legislator Hall, second, Legislator Perrier. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Perrier?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 785, authorizing supplemental agreement to the master services agreement with CNS Engineers Incorporated for periodic professional services, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Potiker. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Perrier?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
yes,
Resolution 786, authorizing contract with CNS Engineers Incorporated for design and bidding services with limited construction phase services for airport fuel farm facility project, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Perrier?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
yes,
Resolution 787, authorizing purchasing agent to solicit bids for the airport fuel farm facility project, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Hughes. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 788, authorizing the purchasing agent to solicit bids for terminal building improvements project, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 789, authorizing other transaction agreement, grant application and acceptance, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Potiker. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Perrier?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
yes,
Resolution 790, requesting naming New York State Bridge in the town of Plattsburgh after former New York State Trooper Brian S. Fall. Legislature.
5-4, Mr. Kretzer. Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 791, amending Resolution 143, dated March 10, 2021, titled Authorizing an Engineering Services Agreement for repairs to the Bowen Road Bridge over the Saranac River, bridge identification number 3335750, Highway Department.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Hughes. Discussion.
can I second that motion?
Yes, ma'am, you certainly can. Second also by legislator Waldron. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Perrier?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes,
Resolution 792, awarding bid for repairs to the Bowen Road Bridge over the Saranac River, bridge identification number 3335750, Highway.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Waldron. Any discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Perrier?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
yes,
Resolution 793, amending Resolution 717 dated November 10, 2020, titled Authorizing Contract Amendment with NCC Systems Incorporated, Highway Department.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Hughes. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Perrier?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
yes,
Resolution 794, authorizing the county treasurer to establish appropriation and corresponding revenue for the New York State Connects Expansion and Enhancement Grant, Office for the Aging.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Perrier?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
yes,
Resolution 795, authorizing the county treasurer to establish appropriation and corresponding revenue for the Victims of Crime Act and Victim and Wellness Assistance Grant, District Attorney's Office Child Advocacy Center.
That's witness assistant,
What did I say?
right? Wellness,
Oh,
witness. Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Castine. Any discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Perrier?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
yes,
Resolution number 796, authorizing the county treasurer to establish appropriation and corresponding revenue for the New York State Office of Children and Family Services Grant, District Attorney's Office Child Advocacy Center.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Potiker. Discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Perrier?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Carried.
Resolution 797, authorizing the county treasurer to establish appropriation and corresponding revenue for the Vital Connections Grant, Mental Health and Addiction.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Hughes. Discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Perrier?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
yes,
Resolution 798, authorizing the county treasurer to establish appropriation and corresponding revenue for the 2021 State Homeland Security, State Law Enforcement Terrorism Prevention Program Grant, Sheriff's Department.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion? Roll call.
Parade?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried. I'd like to entertain a motion to waive Rule 13.2, public contracts for the airport. I have a motion by legislator Hall, second by legislator Timmons. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution
13.2, wait, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Resolution 799, authorizing lease agreement with LRAC LLC, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Potiker. Discussion. Roll call.
Parade?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
And resolution 800, authorizing lease agreement with Avis Budget Group Incorporated, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Parade?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried. Does anyone have anything further to come before the legislature this evening?
Motion to adjourn.
I have a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you.
Wow, well represented.